What were some of the first things you bought with that $1 million?
Let's see. I moved to California from Toronto in 2006, and then I bought a house.
Okay.
I bought $1 million house, and I was like, yo, I got a fucking $1 million house. It was in the Hollywood Hills.
Mm-hmm.
It was on a street. You know the Hollywood Hills houses, how they have the worst streets ever?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and because I never lived here and I didn't know anybody here, it didn't matter. Like, my manager from here was like, it's really bad for parking. If people come visit, he goes, I don't fucking know anybody here. Nobody's visiting me. Do you know what I mean?
So it works out.
Yeah, so I bought this really nice house. I bought it off a porn star.
Which porn star?
She was like an Andrew Blake kind of porn star.
Oh, okay. One of them high end.
Not high end, but it was like more fancy kind of porn, I guess.
Fancy porn.
I forgot her name. It was Angel something or another. Anyway, and when you walked up the stairs to go upstairs, there was these, those kind of thin windows, like a series of them. Yeah. And when you stopped on the stairs, you could see the Hollywood sign from there. And I remember just going, holy shit. Look, like it was a complete dream scene for me, because I would have dreams while I was sleeping in that house that in my dream I woke up and I was at my house in Toronto. I was like, oh, it's just a dream. Or I would go home to Toronto to visit, and I would go back to the townhouse that my brother and I lived in, because he was still living in it. And I would go back to my bedroom. My bedroom was exactly the way I left it. It's just a bed on a frame, a headboard, bunch of clothes on the floor, my DVD player beside the bed, little portable DVD so I could watch shit. I didn't have a TV on the wall, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I would wake up there and go, oh, maybe this California shit was a dream. And I'm like, no, it's real. It's real.
Right. Because, after doing the, selling out the Air Canada Center in 2007 and 2008, you actually hosted the Juno Awards.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, that's like the Grammys in
Canadian
Canada.
Grammys, yeah.
Right, which is a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
And you're hosting it.
I'm hosting it.
Okay. And then you hosted it the next year also?
I think so, yeah. I hosted it 2 years in a row.
So things just started to completely take off.
Complete different trajectory in my life.
Okay.
And it still hadn't occurred to me what was happening. Like, I still wasn't like, yeah, I've arrived. I was still literally going, what the fuck is going on? This is amazing, but I love what's happening.
Right, because then in 2009, you sold out London's O2 Arena. 16,000 tickets.
Yeah, 2 nights.
2 nights. So now you're not just selling out your hometown, you're going overseas and doing it.
Yeah. And I had sold out MSG 2 nights in 2008.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I did the theater though. And then we found out later I should have done the full garden, because 2 theaters is 1 garden.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually where I shot my special, Red, White, and Brown in 2008.
Okay. So at one point, I guess between 2009 and 2010, you started making the Forbes list.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess you're making $15 million a year at that point?
Yeah, it's crazy. But listen, here's the thing. And people hear that number, they go, wow, you must have a lot of fun. No, here's what you find out once you hear people making that kind of money. Let's just go with an even number, like 10 million, all right?
Okay.
Say you see the person made $10 million. That's what they grossed.
Right.
So take your 10 and cut it in half. Now you got 5.
That's the taxes.
Right.
Okay.
Now you're down to 5 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still seems like a good number.
Yeah.
But your agent takes 10%.
Well, off the top.
Wait. Yeah, your agent takes 10%. Your manager takes 10%. Your accountant takes 2% or something like that, or 2.5%. So, but they don't take it from the 5, they take it from your 10.
Right.
So there's $1 million, another $1 million, say $500,000. So you're now down to $2.5 million.
Well, no.
Out of 10, you've got 2.5.
Well, no. You start with the 10.
Right.
You take 2.5 off the top to pay the managers and all that, right?
Right.
So you're left with 7.5.
Right.
You cut that in half.
Right.
You're left with about almost 4.
Am I doing it wrong?
I think you are, yeah.
Oh, well, you're...
They take it off the top. You don't pay taxes and then pay them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fair.
they take it before taxes.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
So you're only left with $4 million.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
So, well, I know, yeah, you get 40% of what you think you've made.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
60% is not yours.
No, it's not.
That's still a shitty fucking deal.
That's why people move overseas and move to...
Yeah, and then in 2007, I moved to Las Vegas.
Right. That's how people kind of protect their money.
And I was like, yo, I'm staying here.
Yeah.